up, y'all?
Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for showing love on my last video that I made. That was actually my first reaction video, my guy. So today is another day of Creepy Friday reaction videos.
I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm hella excited for this.
I'm gonna be spooked out. I really hope that these videos that I have, I really hope that I am terrified. Like literally last week's video, Snake Eyes. Oh wow, that video. Yeah. I really hope that these videos are so scary today. I don't want to sleep today. I want to lay down in my bed, turn off the lights, and feel like something is about to grab my toe because it's hanging off the bottom of my bed. So today I'm rocking my hat because underneath this hat is for the cave dwellers to know what's going on underneath it. Today I'm not my hair, but that's okay. I have my hat on. I slay all day. And I have this top on from Fashion Nova and my trademark choker. A little hoop earrings to go along with it, you know. And if you haven't already, leave a like for this video. Subscribe to me, hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the notification bell, you will not know when I post. Unless you follow me on Instagram, and you'll have that post on Instagram let you know, instead of a little drop down coming from here saying that I uploaded a video. So why just go the long way? You know, we take shortcuts in life naturally. So this first video is a horror short film called The Smiling Man, and it was uploaded by Alter. So we all know how Alter gets down. They upload scary films for us every week. If you don't know already, please subscribe to their channel. That's a nice looking house. Whoa. She just probably think that's like her mom or something. A balloon? So it's like limbs? Whoa. He's literally right there in the house with her. What's that one got in it? Okay, I know he's not like some supernatural entity where he's able to just like go from the top floor, bottom floor to the top floor like that. Oh! That scared me. Whoa. That was a jump scare of 2020. Okay, I need to vindicate myself, I guess. Okay, that jump scare. With the headphones on, you hear more things in the headphones than you would just watching it on just a normal thing, you know? Much more sensation, you know? the music too for me. Are you giving me all these balloons? Are we in a freaking circus? Don't do it, baby. Get your mom. Get your dad. No, don't go towards it. He definitely smiles. He's bleeding. Oh, he's not bleeding. Dead.com. I wonder if that's like her dad or something, and he got vengeance like for my theories, man. I don't like his laughter. Okay, let me say this. Mission accomplished. That literally got my toes sweaty. That's not a normal thing, but yeah, my toes are definitely sweating. I still have chills from the first jump scare, like right down here by my shoulder blades. Got a little cranberry juice. Cranberry juice, I feel like, is very underrated. So without further ado, let's give it a little whirl, shall we? Oh, we shall, right? Right. Let's do it. Three.
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I had ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building literally in the middle of a forest clearing. There were no cars parked anywhere or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss. I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out.
Too.
I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard. I heard nothing and didn't really expect to hear anything.
Wow.
I was extremely disappointed.
I feel
Not
like
because
this person
nobody answered
knows
the
him
door,
and knows
but
that.
because I was real.
I feel like this person, whoever ordered these pizzas, I feel like they probably know him and just brought him to a remote area where they can just, you know,
Realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked 1 more time out of desperation, and then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building. I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before. But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes. Their eyes were open wider than I knew possible, staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car. The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the 3rd time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside.
Oh Lord, they got him.
There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop. I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats. My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim.
What would you do in a situation like this? 911.
All 4 tires were slashed.
Oh God.
I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view. I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car or run, and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked. She asked me to stay on the line with her until the cops arrived.
What if they're in the car?
My whole body was shaking. In all directions, there was nothing but dark, seemingly endless forest. I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part, though, is what utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has to experience this kind of fear. As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person. The same person I saw at that window. Eyes open wider than ever. I could see now.
You can still see his
that
eyes.
It was a woman.
Oh,
and
her
I could
eyes.
ever so slightly see a smile begin to spread across her face.
Crazy.
I opened my door and full-on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made. I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand, as I waited and waited for what felt like hours, until I finally heard sirens in the distance. I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, The glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the two cars drove over to the building, and the two officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found, and that still kills me to this day. I obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local grocery store. I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
Wait, it's Pac-Man! This next video is uploaded by Llama Arts. It's called School Lockdown Stories 2 Animated. When I hear the word lockdown now in 2020, that just has like a whole different meaning.
I'm 22 years old, fresh out of college, and I recently got a job at my old high school as a sort of computer intern in the school basement. The basement of the school is very messy and disorganized.
That guy was
but there's
running.
a job at my old high school as a sort of computer intern in the school basement.
I hope I don't run
The basement
like
of the school is very messy and disorganized, but there is a small 3-person office that's actually very nice down there. It has 3 nice big desks, 2 mini fridges, a flat screen TV mounted on the wall, and oh so satisfying air conditioning, a luxury the students and teachers cannot enjoy in the school. And of course all the school servers and other computery stuff. I got the job because 3 of my old computer teachers flat out adored me. I could actually consider them as real friends, not just teacher figures, so they all helped tremendously in landing me this job. It's been great, until something that happened a few weeks ago. My 2 co-workers that shared the office with me, Dave and Gary, weren't in the office at the time. They were upstairs working on papers or whatever. I was eating my sandwich during my lunch break when I got a phone call from one of the women in the front office telling me the school was on lockdown and that somebody, possibly armed, had entered the school. There wasn't much that I could do other than turn off the lights because, surprisingly, as nice as this little office was, it didn't have an actual door to it, just a big opening, and the door to the whole basement didn't even have a working lock. For my own safety, I did turn off all the lights in the office and my computer screen. I kept my phone on the desk, texting both Gary and Dave, but they wouldn't respond. I sat down there in the dark, playing games on my phone for like 20 minutes, waiting for the call from up front to tell me to resume working. I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't hear what was going on upstairs from down here, but I was not allowed to make any calls until I was informed that the lockdown was over. Then the noisy basement door opened. As the creaking echoed across the basement and into my office, I sat up from my seat, wondering if I should call out Gary or Dave. I was eager to get some info from them. Someone then came running down the stairs and their footsteps were approaching my office. I pushed away my chair and crawled under my desk. Somebody entered the office but did not turn on the light.
You know what, honestly? When I heard those footsteps, I started to feel like I was hearing footsteps like around here. I don't know, like my 3rd sense is kicking in right now. Let me close that window.
There was just silence. I can't even describe the fear I was experiencing. I felt like if I made one sudden noise, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message. I felt my entire world shrivel up and die at that one moment as I clenched my teeth in fear. Footsteps suddenly moved closer to me until I finally dove out from under the desk in capitulation, begging whoever it was not to kill me. And just then, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up. It was some guy in a red plaid button-up, jeans, and a reddish-black cap. He told me, "It's okay, I'm just down here hiding with you." "What's going on up there?" I whispered to him. He kind of ignored my question and asked me if there's an exit down here. I told him, yeah, around that way. Before he could do anything else, I asked him, "Who are you?" There was a brief moment of silence. Before he started explaining he was coming in to pick up his son, when a teacher told him to hide. After his explanation, I checked my phone and saw the text I received was from Dave. It said, "Dude, this is fucking crazy. Some guy with a gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a hat. Whatever you do, don't come upstairs." I was about to reread that text out loud to the man, until I realized. I looked up and felt my stomach sink. The man seemed to catch on to my suspicious stare.
Wow.
Panicking, all I could think to do was to run for the upstairs. A gunshot echoed through the basement, and I could hear the bullet ricochet off something metal in the darkness. But thank God the bullet missed me, and I made it upstairs. Fortunately, police were waiting at all exits, including the basement exit, and caught the man the second he opened the door. More good news, our teacher, Mr. Buckley, survived the gunshot.
Yay.
It was later determined that the man and Mr. Buckley had some beef for whatever reason, but that was never revealed. All we know is that Mr. Buckley couldn't have done anything that would have warranted this kind of reaction. And I know that the sound of that gunshot will forever echo in my mind.
Oh, snap. He about to get clapped. With that rat-a-tat-tat. I don't know what kind of beef Mr. Buckley and that guy had, but it was enough to shoot him. Okay, so we are approaching our last video of the night. Okay, so this video was uploaded by Julian Terry. It's called Don't Peek. Animal Crossing horror short. Let's jump into this video. This last one. We can make it, y'all. This video, I literally seen the thumbnail and sensitive eardrums. I've never played Animal Crossing. Literally, incense are supposed to keep evil spirits away. Okay. I'm starting to get like goosebumps. Oh, shoot. Hot damn. It's like, it's a ghost. Hi, ghost. I love you. She's loving this. It's not until... Wow. There's evil spirits in that game. His face is going to be literally right next to the screen. Front and center. It's that Luh-suhd. He's in my room. Girl, get somebody over there like right now. Like, if you, listen, if you want me, come get me. Don't appear in my game anymore. Oh, the Animal Crossing is her. The game that she's playing is her. I'm shocked. I don't think I'm playing Animal Crossing ever again. It's like, ever. Not even thinking about it. She's just worried about the game. She's just like, oh, it's that little, those shrooms I take it. The Luh-suhd. She could control what's going on around her on the game. So what happened? Okay, that was good. Oh, it's not done. She's inside the game now. That was good. That was one way to end the night. Yay. Thank you again for joining me. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll get the next time I upload a Creepy Friday, you know.